Hey guys! So today let's do the ride or die makeup tag. So hi guys! Yep, I'm doing it. So by the time you're seeing this video, I just want to welcome you guys to my channel. It's pretty casual. I'm pretty chill. I'm actually not. I'm pretty hyper. So welcome to my channel. And I hope you guys subscribe and do show some love. Today I'll be doing the ride or die makeup tag. So basically I'm just gonna be talking about all my holy grail products. If I just had to bring one product on each specific category of makeup, what would I bring? I do have to warn you guys, I did cheat on some parts of this. Mahirap siya. Since I have a lot of makeup, I'm a makeup junkie, I can't just choose just one on my favorite categories like foundation and lipstick. But the rest I did a pretty good job, I feel like. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So first off, let's talk primers. Actually not one to put on primer every single day. I usually just put on moisturizer. But when I found this, guys, it changed. I just put it every single day before I put on my foundation, and then it changed my life. You guys, if you have oily skin, don't be scared to use this product. This is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer, and it is the best priming moisturizing thing I have ever tried. I put this on before I put my foundation, and I find that every foundation that I put on top of it glides way smoother. It doesn't cake up, it doesn't become dry. I like matte foundations kasi I kind of prefer that. Feeling ko medyo nagiging dry sila when I don't put this on. And when I discovered this product, mas napabilis na yung makeup routine ko kasi hindi siya nag-cake up yung foundation ko. Every foundation that I put on top doesn't look cakey. I have oily skin, but this still works for me. I don't find that this makes my skin oilier, if that makes any sense. It says it's a priming moisturizer, so I tend to stray away from those products. But with this, I don't really find that it alters my skin type. My skin drinks this up within seconds, so it's super convenient for me. Usually, moisturizing products work for dry skin, but I freaking love it. I feel like it actually makes a difference in the way I apply my makeup. I cannot live without it anymore. It's been a part of my routine. It's just amazing. I love it. Guys, foundations are probably my favorite form of makeup ever because it just makes an entire world of a difference. You guys know that. You guys know. I tried to pick just one, but I couldn't do that. Could not do that. Sometimes I like a more natural look, but sometimes I prefer that back ganun. Give it to me. Walang bahid na nakaraang makikita sa mukha mo. For natural days, I actually love the It Cosmetics Bye Bye. No, not Bye Bye. I absolutely love the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Cream. Right now I'm in the shade Light, which is a tad bit too dark for me, but since I'm pretty tan still from Vegas, I feel like this works well for me right now. This is amazing. It looks like skin. It doesn't really crack or settle into the fine lines because it's like a moisturizing product. And the best thing, oily skin people can definitely use this. Hindi ako nagmamadali kapag ginagamit ko to. So I find that when I use this in the morning and when I check back at the mirror about nighttime, syempre I'm a busy person then. I don't have time to retouch all the time. And I hate it when I have to retouch foundations. It just puts me off when I have to retouch every 2-3 hours. But this one, 6 hours, no retouch. It works well for oily skin, at least on my skin. It works amazingly, and I find that it controls my oils. It looks natural. It covers a lot. For a CC cream, this has great coverage, and it just melts right in the skin. You can use it with your fingers. You can use it with a brush, with a beauty blender. Fail-proof product for every day. It's perfect. I don't have anything bad to say about it, and I definitely will continue repurchasing this. There are days when my skin is just like, girl. My skin is acting up and I'm like, I can't deal with it. This is my best friend. This is the Marc Jacobs Remarcable Foundation. Ito lang dapat talaga kasi I feel like this is so versatile. For natural days, 4 little drops covered. For eventful days, 4 days when you feel like, oh, I have to look flawless for today, 6, 7, 8 drops. This is the most full coverage foundation I own. It beats my Urban Decay. It beats other brands of foundations. It comes in this weird package. It's gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous, but it comes with like, I wouldn't say it's a dropper. It's like this teeny tiny, ooh, I mean, if it could focus, yeah, it looks like that. I usually just dot it on using this, applicator. I just dot it on my skin, and ayun nga, parang full coverage, flawless goodness. Moisturize before you use this, and you really wouldn't have a problem because I've heard that it kind of clings onto dry patches. I haven't really had that problem since I moisturized before I put foundation, any type of foundation I moisturized beforehand. So just make sure you moisturize and it's just gonna go on flawlessly. You don't even need to build this up kasi lahat talaga ng mga scars, takip, flawless. This was the only foundation I brought with me to the States, and at least 10 people asked me, what foundation are you wearing? You look flawless. I know. I have to agree with you. It's the Marc Jacobs Remarcable foundation. It's just my jam. It's my baby. It is pricey for what it is, but you don't really need a lot, so it's gonna last you a long time. It's a great investment, you guys, and just buy it. Just freaking buy it. It's amazing. Concealers. Sometimes I just use concealer because my skin is, you know, having a great day. I just use concealer. I have two favorites for that category, one for my under eyes and one for my blemishes. So for my blemishes, I love, this is my top concealer. Like, I realized it was my favorite because I was using it more than any other concealer. It's the Nars Rating Creamy Concealer. It is phenomenal. I have the shade in Custard, which is again a bit too dark. This concealer is amazing. The finish is definitely rated. It's a very satiny finish. It does not look cakey on me because I use it on my blemishes, not really so much on my under eyes. I don't know how it's gonna work for my under eyes because the shade I got is too dark. So I use it only on my face blemishes, on any redness, and it covers it in one layer. Covers it in the tiniest amount you put, so it definitely lasts me a long time, and it's just perfect. It doesn't cake, it lasts all day. Just a foolproof concealer. Whenever I don't know what concealer to use, I always gravitate towards this because I know it's not gonna fail me. So ito talaga yung aking ride or die. My favorite concealer for my under eyes is definitely, hands down, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This beats all of my other high-end corrective under eye concealers because it's very simple. It's very hydrating. It never looks cakey. It creases the tiniest bit on me. If anything, it actually does not crease at all. It's inexpensive. It's drugstore. It's Maybelline. Easy to find now in the Philippines, and it's just gorgeous. The finish is a very natural, light, fresh finish. You're not gonna look cakey. You're not gonna look like you put on 10 pounds of concealer. It's not gonna look dry and crepey and flaky underneath your eyes, which is what we want in a concealer. So this is definitely a must-have. Yeah, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. By the way, you guys, this box is so cute. It's actually from Colourpop, and I just made it into this really pretty box. This powder is my favorite powder pressed-wise in the entire world, and I just got it 2 months ago. This is the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Finishing Pressed Powder. Mine looks super janky. Mine looks abused, used, well loved. If you could see, if you could tell, I've had this for 2 months, like literally 2 months, and I'm almost running out of it. I'm running out of it, and I have a backup already. You guys, any foundation that I put, whether it be bad or good, this powder makes it look flawless. Literally flawless and poreless, which is crazy because powders do the same thing. They set your makeup, but this just makes me look poreless. I don't know what it is with this powder, but it just makes me look poreless and just freaking like a goddess. I mean, I'm not a goddess, but you get what I mean. It's just amazing. Amazingness. I'm crying right now. I love it. I do have bad foundations that parang, oh gosh, I want to take it off, but I fix it with this powder. I just like just like, you know, buff it on my skin, and it just works perfectly. I look poreless. I'm just obsessed with this. It controls my oils perfectly. It just makes any bad foundation look good and poreless. It's a sheer powder, so it's really not gonna add a lot of coverage, but it barely feels like you're wearing any powder on your face. It just feels like silk. I'm wearing it right now. Yeah, I love it. I just cannot live without it anymore, and I definitely don't think I've loved a powder as much as I do this one. For baking and all those other names, sometimes I just want a matte face, stick with me, don't leave me face. RCMA No Color Powder is definitely perfect for that. Ang hirap niyang maubos. I've used this so much. It looks like I barely touched it. I barely used it. The second thing that I love about it is that it's no color. The ingredients, talc and silica. Sobrang bilis. Sobrang simple. Wala na silang ibang ina-add dito. It's gonna work for every skin tone possible because it's no color. And you guys, it makes my face feel baby soft. This is the only powder that I use. I'm like, whoa, my skin feels super soft. It melts into my skin and it's perfect. It makes my makeup last all day on me. No budging, no transfer. It's just a staple in my makeup collection. Thanks, Kathleen Boo. Bronzing. Bronzer is the one step in my makeup that you can't take away from me. Don't me. It's the most important thing in any makeup look for me, aside from foundation and powder anyway. I feel like if you don't bronze your face, you're just gonna look flat and unnatural and just powdery and like a donut. So my favorite bronzer of all time, this was so hard because I love bronzer so much that I have more than I don't know how many in my collection, and all of them are so beautiful. I love all my bronzers. I'm a bronzer junkie. Yung pinili ko is just something that I know I can rely on. I know that I love. I know that when I use it again, I'm just gonna fall right back in love with it. And this is the Sephora Sol de Rio bronzer. Now this is discontinued. This is limited edition, but it's my ride or die. I can't fake it, you know. Do you see how much I've used in this? It's embarrassing. It's actually pretty gross looking because this is a huge ass bronzer. It's a huge ass bronzer, but I've literally used up every bit of it. I mean, yeah, it's limited edition. I heard this from Kathleen Lights. It's amazing. It's the perfect undertone. It's not too warm. It's not too cool, which is perfect because I don't really contour. So it's perfect to just kind of bronze and sculpt your face at the same time, if you get what I mean. It's just a simple product. It's not too pigmented, but that's the best thing about it because you can build it up and it's not gonna look muddy or like it's not gonna look too pigmented. The point where you can't really blend it anymore. I love that it's very sheer and buildable, and I just love how it looks on the skin. I'm actually wearing it right now, and what do you guys think? I think it looks phenomenal. I think this is one of the best bronzers I've tried. This is the best bronzer I've tried, and I wish they would make this again. It's just that one bronzer that I know will not fail me. For blushes, this was a bit easy for me. It was a no-brainer actually. This is the MAC Warm Soul Blush. It is my favorite blush in the entire world. It looks so beautiful, and this is one of those blushes that goes with everything and anything. The formula is amazing. It stays well on the skin. That's it right there. It doesn't look chunky. It's very fine. I love the sheen that it gives. It is just so beautiful. It's a nudie peachy pink shade that just goes with the most natural look, but it also goes with the most dramatic looks. It's been my favorite since the beginning of this year, and it's still my favorite right now. So I don't think any blush will top this, honestly, because it's just beautiful. Yet again, another very hard category, but I have two highlights to show you, one single and one palette thingy. Let's start with a palette. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is in the shade Sundipped. I have that glow in Sundipped, and I love Sundipped. I prefer it. First and foremost, you get 4 big pans for a relatively inexpensive price because you're getting 4 pans, and these are humongous pans, you guys. And all of these colors are beautiful. This one I use as a blush topper, Tourmaline, Summer, and Moonstone. I like to use as highlights, and then bronzed I like to use either as an eyeshadow or as a bronzer topper, you know, just to add more glow to the bronzer. Do you see that? That's barely touching them. Smooth, they don't look chunky, they're not going to emphasize your pores too much. Oh, if you could just get to focus, I'd really appreciate that. Yeah. I personally think these are worth however much you pay for it because you're getting 4 pans and every color is definitely usable. Don't get scared, or don't be scared to use these 2 darker shades because you can use them as blushes and bronzers, and just it works for a lot of different skin tones anyway, and I love it. I feel like you're getting your money's worth from these. So for the single product, it's actually technically an eyeshadow, but I love to use it as a highlight. It's one of the best highlights I've used in a drugstore. I can't wait to show this. It's the JCAT Triple Crown Baked Eyeshadow. I also heard this from my dear Kathleen Lights. She was raving about it, and true enough, it's gorgeous. This color is in the shade Dolce de Leche, and ito yung una ko, and I love the formula so much that I bought 3 more, so now I have 4. It has 3 stripes of different colors, and every single shade is just pure goodness. It's so intense. It's a blinding highlight, and sometimes I like that bam and highlight. This is what I go for. I gravitate towards this more than any of my other highlights, so it's just fair enough to say that it's my ride or die. Let's keep it simple for the brows. I've tried so many brow products, you guys, from pencils to pomades to powders. Ito talaga yung masasabi ko na babalikan ko talaga siya, and whenever I use it again, I just fall in love again. This is the Milani Brow Fix Kit brow thing. My shade is in medium, and you guys have hit pan on this. And I've used it for 2 years. It comes with like a highlight shade and then 2 brow colors. May mga tools din dyan na useful talaga for your eyebrows. I don't really go for that Instagram, Anastasia, Beverly Hills kind of brow. I like a more natural brow. And this is just my go-to. It lasts all day on me. It doesn't flake up. It doesn't smudge. It's just beautiful. And the colors are perfect for my eyebrows. So I just cannot say enough good things about this, and I definitely know for sure that I love it and I always will love it. It's amazing. Let's move on to the eye department. Let's just get right into it. Eyeshadows. I have a favorite single and a favorite palette. So my favorite single is today it's a Colourpop Super Shock Shadows. Now Colourpop Super Shock Shadows alone are amazing. Their formula is just bam shabang, beats my pigments, beats my glitters, and they have a lot of finishes. They have a lot of colors to choose from. This is the best eyeshadow I've used in my entire life. Unfortunately, it's not available anymore, which is sad, but I have a backup already because I love it so much. You guys are gonna flip out when you see this. It is the prettiest eyeshadow ever. I wore this to my graduation and then I was like blinging. Bling, blingy, bling. Bring it on gold eyeshadow. Yes. It's the most pigmented, the most buttery, the most gorgeous gold color that works with every eye look. So many colors work with gold, so it's a classic color for me, and it's amazing. I actually have hit pan on mine kasi sobrang ganda niya. Sana talaga ibalik na to kasi sobrang ganda talaga. Nothing beats it, so yeah. This is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's a no-brainer. It's the prettiest eyeshadow palette. It's the best eyeshadow palette I've tried. Ano yung unang gamit nyo pa lang, unang swatch nyo pa lang, you know it's the one already. This palette just makes me feel some type of way. The colors, it's a warm lover's heaven. What I love most about this palette is the consistency of the shadows. There's no color that I don't like, which is crazy because some palettes you will be, oh I love you, but there's this color that you like, ba't andyan ka? Ba't andyan ka sa palette na yan? Parang, shoo, hindi ka bagay. This palette, every single color just brings any look together. It's all I use now. I can't even touch my other palettes. I don't even touch my other palettes. May kickback sila eh. Meron silang powdery feel, but because they're so soft. It just makes me feel super creative. I'm not usually one to wear reds. Like, who wears purple? Not me. I've worn so many of the colors because this makes me feel super creative. Just I love you. I love you. I will marry you. Oh no, we're married. For mascaras, it's actually a no-brainer. Heroine Make Long and Curl Mascara is my all-time favorite. But I love it mixed with the Kiko Extra Sculpt Waterproof Mascara. So these are my holy grail ride or die mascaras. Nung ginamit ko yung Heroine Make, kahit anong mascara na gamitin nyo, wala na eh. Talo na siya eh kasi ang ganda nito. This is the advanced film formula. I don't know. I haven't tried the original formula. I used the Heroine Make today and it just makes my lashes look 10 times longer. Since it has like fibers in it, may talagang pinapahaba yung lashes mo. Curls the lashes to the highest level, like zoom zoom. I love it, and this one is an amazing top coat. But yeah, it just is an amazing top coat. It volumizes my eyelashes, so when used together, these make my eyelashes just look ooh! They're just my ride or die. I found love in these. We now move to the hardest category, and probably the category that I cheated most on. You guys, mahirap. Here I have my favorite lip liner, favorite liquid lipstick formula, favorite lip color to wear, favorite lipstick formula. Yeah. My favorite lip liner is a no-brainer. It's Colourpop BFF Lipliner. The prettiest brownie nude. Looks good on every single thing. One swipe. You get full pigment. So pigmented, so good. You can't really beat that. They're my favorite lipstick formulation. Not necessarily the color, but the formula is like my favorite. These are the Marc Jacobs, the Marc lip creams. I have two colors, Slow Burn and in No Angel. So Slow Burn is my first one. Nung nakuha ko yung Slow Burn, I went ahead and picked up No Angel because I fell in love with the formula. It's a satin finish. It does not look crusty on the lips. It's not going to emphasize every line you have because it's a satin moisturizing finish. One swipe goodness, it just lasts a long time. It feels so comfortable on the lips that you feel like you're not really wearing anything. So the formula of the Marc Jacobs, the Marc lip creams are phenomenal. These are quite expensive, but I feel like they're worth the try. They're worth picking up because the packaging is gorgeous, but more importantly, the formula is perfect. Now, my favorite liquid lipstick formula will be a surprise. I'm pretty sure not a lot of people know this brand, but these are the Makeup by DNA Cosmetics Make by DNA liquid lipsticks. Some of my favorites are Beautiful Disaster and Likely. They do Kylie lip kit dupes, and that's how I discovered them, through Instagram. When I say that these do not feel like anything on your lips, when I say that these feel like your lips, I'm not even kidding. These are Airlight. The formula is Airlight. Zero. You don't even feel them. they feel like they don't even have a formula because you really literally do not even feel them on your lips. This beautiful disaster, gorgeous. It's a Dolce Cave dupe. They feel so good on the lips, you guys. These just deserve the shout out and they deserve the love, so yeah. So my favorite lip color, what is it? It's something that when I don't know what to wear, I gravitate towards. And alam kong babagay siya sa lahat. So this is Joseph Colors Truffle. I'm wearing it today, so you guys hopefully know why I love it. It's the perfect mid-tone nude. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It doesn't make me look washed out. It's just perfect. This I know will just look good every day, any day for that matter. I love Joseph Colors Truffle, and it's a staple in my collection. So yeah, you guys, that is all my ride or die, my favorite products of all time. If you want to keep up with what I do, follow me on my social media account, and I hope to see you guys on my next